A father who abused his children received a short prison sentence and never left alive. This story has stayed with me for years, and now I'm ready to share it. My father harmed me and my siblings when we were growing up. I was the youngest of three, and I was the one who finally spoke up, leading to his arrest. He was charged with only one count, against my sister. My brother and I have talked about it a few times. We both feel we never got the justice we deserved. He received 4 years in federal prison, plus charges for drugs and unregistered weapons, an assault rifle and a pistol. This was in Canada. During my teenage years, I lived in a rough neighborhood with friends involved in gangs, selling weed to put food on the table. I know it wasn't ideal, but it was only cannabis, and I was just trying to finish high school one day. A higher-ranking member of the group my friends were part of that visited our place. I was moving a lot of product, and he wanted to set a boundary. I respected him, and he respected that I was just a kid trying to get by. Let's call him Greg. Greg started checking in once a week, not to pressure me, but to help a month later. Thanks to him, I didn't need to sell anymore. He covered bills, brought groceries. When I asked why, he said he'd known my dad in prison. Here's what Greg told me, and the prison later confirmed it when I was old enough to ask. Greg had been inside for 3 years when my dad arrived. They ended up as cellmates. Over time, my dad opened up, admitting he hadn't been caught for everything he'd done to people in his care. But he never said exactly what Greg, connected through his group, quietly looked into it. He didn't want to risk his own release, so he shared the truth only with a few long-term inmates, men who had nothing left to lose and no code against it. For months, my father was assaulted, beaten, burned, stabbed, and beaten again until he died. I won't pretend I'm sorry. I only wish it had lasted longer. Greg figured out who I was and looked out for me for 2 years when I had no one else. He gave us the justice the system didn't. It wasn't clean, but it was real. Those men did what I never could. I'm doing well now. Greg's like a wild old uncle. He took a bullet in the arm, left that life behind, and we stay in touch. Subscribe for more stories.